Day 4 of the trial for a Jupiter man accused of locking his son in a box-like structure. That trial continuing today. Tim Ferriter charged with aggravated child abuse, child neglect, and false imprisonment. WPTV anchor Jay Cashmere joins us live from the courthouse with more on how the adopted son of Ferriter was cross-examined this afternoon. Jay?
Yeah, good evening, Michael. It was a busy and very important day in court for both sides here today. Jurors were shown those ring camera videos, hundreds of them. Many of them were entered into testimony today and shown to those jurors. You can see the emotional exchange between Tim and his son. Right before that, his son took the stand talking about what it was like to be inside that room. Tim Ferriter's son told the prosecution he was apathetic when speaking about this matter. He talked candidly about living in that room specifically built for him in the garage here in Florida and how he couldn't leave without his parents' consent. He said he had a bucket to urinate in. He spoke how he would communicate with his parents through the ring camera and how he was held there against his will. At one point, he said he was smacked in the face during his time in Arizona, was spanked with a belt by Tim and grabbed by the neck and arm. But in Florida, he said his father, Tim, was just verbally aggressive. Here's what he told prosecutor Brianna Coakley about how it felt to be locked up in that room.
Being locked in a room, it's dehumanizing. It's almost as bad as genocide. It's saddening to abuse a child that was just acting like a child, never thinking of what an adult would think to do to a child that would succumb his or her efforts in daily life to succeed. Suffering from emotional pain, suffering, trauma.
The defense hammered away at the young man's behavior pattern, both here in Florida and when he lived in Arizona. A pattern of uncontrolled behavior, specifically hitting another student at school with an object, stealing a credit card number and using it, pretending to be a school board member, hacking into school computers, and angry and compulsive outbursts. He told defense attorney Priya Murad, though, he doesn't hold any ill will toward his parents.
I don't have a bad image of Tim and Tracy. They just made a mistake. They were just acting out of frantic surprise of my actions. They weren't. I believe that they weren't trying to do any harm.
Ferriter's oldest 17-year-old daughter also took the stand. She testified she didn't recall seeing her brother around the house often and that he was outside or in the makeshift room and rarely ate meals with them. She also said her brother ran away twice while they lived in Arizona and would steal from them.
Did you ever notice it was very difficult to calm him down once he got going?
Yes.
You're aware Ronan would steal from inside the home?
Yes.
You're aware at some point he stole other people's credit cards?
Yes.
He, in fact, stole your money at one point?
Yes.
All right, the prosecution will continue their case tomorrow. They're expected to call more witnesses and then rest their case. The defense will then take over on day 5. Reporting live from the Palm Beach County Courthouse, I'm Jay Cashmere. Back to you.